John Horrigan before today's game against the Haverhill Police at Veterans Memorial Arena. Our coach, Tommy Songin, all-time leading scorer with the Boston Bruins alumni, over 2,000 goals and close to 400 assists. And the director of hockey operations, Battleship Bob Cormier. Now, normally you guys, when I interview you together, that means I have nobody else to talk to. So tell us about the game today, Bobby.
I appreciate you saying that. That was very nice of you to begin with that comment. Basically, today's game is going to be a tough one. And, you know, we brought in the best of talent in this room, but we have the coach that makes it work. As you can tell by the parent team, the Boston Bruins, their coach can make all the difference in the world, and look at what happened. This year, Coach Songin has been behind the bench for every win so far. We have not lost this year yet, and it's going to work that way. We're going to be undefeated, better than the parent team, undefeated the entire year, and that's because of Songin. There's rumors out there that Tom Songin will become an assistant coach for the parent team Bruins next year, and then possibly jump up into the coaching position if the current coach ever should become disabled or anything takes place there. So, Coach, I have to give you a recommendation on that, and you've done one hell of a job.
Pretty long answer for the question, how are you? But
yes.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yes. I want to be explicit.
Yeah. Ooh, you know that word. That's a big word.
I do. So make this go into fruition.
All right,
Make it work.
Go into fruition.
Make it work.
Let's go into fruition. Bomber, first of all, you've been battling injuries all year long.
I'm good.
So, yeah, Coach of the Year. And as Bobby started the rumor that you'll be replacing Jim Montgomery.
Well, that's not a rumor. But I'd like for him to call me Coach Mr. Songin. I don't like this Coach Songin stuff, you know. I mean, a little more respect, you know.
Right.
I'm still a little ticked off, you know. You say I got the 2,000 goals and I don't know how many assists, you know. I think that's a little short on my assists that you've been.
That's just me trying to be funny.
What about the 200 straight games, you know?
Okay.
I mean,
that's another one. 200 straight games with a goal.
I'd like to see somebody do that. I'd like to see somebody do 2 games in a row, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like this guy, Mr. Sweeney.
So we'll get to him. One of the successes here, we were talking about lessening the beer with the alumni, but you doubled the beer in the locker room, and that's why the boys are responding.
You had to. I mean, first of all, Bobby's famous for bringing the wrong beer. You know, I mean, so we got a couple good guys. Frankie and Mike, they know what I like, the Coors Light, and Swoop likes a High Noon, so, you know, we've been getting the right stuff.
All right. Well, get a win. Hockey News wants to talk to you. They're right outside. Take a left and go out into the parking lot in the pouring rain.
Okay, I'll be right out there.
Great. And finally, how about a shout-out to the other 7 trainers that help you out?
Yes, you know, we have the best training staff in the NHL right here. Mike Foley and Frank Walker and Alex Bazanjian. And they're the best. They just make it work. And, of course, me, Bob Cormier. I've been doing this for 30 years, director of hockey operations. But I'm going to tell you how I started. There was this Tom Songin, who's now the coach, Mr. Tom Songin, brought me in under his belt, took me, made me what I am today, which is one of the best directors of operations in the entire National Hockey League.
Started in Martha's Vineyard, right?
Vineyard, and look where we are today. Where are we? Beautiful Haverhill. I went from Martha's Vineyard to Haverhill.
I'm trying to get out of this interview. Let's go to the game.
I saw he had potential.
Yes.
Great, excellent. I made a mistake talking to you guys.
Hey, thank you. And I want to mention the staff too. Horrigan, Mr. Horrigan right here, the best there is. I'm going to tell you something. He makes everything work. He's very anal. He's a little bit of a fruitcake, but he gets it done.
Anyway, that's a mic drop. He just walked off. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, shucks. John Horrigan, joined by Chris Dyment, making his Boston Bruins alumni debut. Chris is out of Boston University, played with the Providence Bruins from 2004 to 2006, a lot of experience in the American Hockey League, then went over to play professionally in Italy, and then finished your career with the East Coast League. I memorized the bio in Hockey DB.
Impressive, yeah.
Thanks, buddy. You played against us a couple of weeks ago. Probably, I have to say, the worst officiating I've ever seen in my 30-year career doing this stuff. It's called home cooking. Put the saran wrap on, a whistle every time you guys went near the blue line.
Yeah. We were giving it to Doug the Thug and Donnie out there quite a bit. It was funny at first, and it got frustrating, but it was all good.
You were giving it to Donnie. You were not giving it to Doug the Thug because there would be
back in Providence, so I'm allowed to give him a little crap there. So yeah.
So tell me about your career at BU. Do you guys win any bean pots? I should know this, but the new guy will figure that out next year.
Yeah, we did. We actually won 3 of the 4 when I was there, so it was good. And thankfully, we won my senior year, which was good because I wouldn't want to go out on a bad note there. So it was a great tournament. Always good memories. Still take the kids in to this day to watch the bean pot bowl.
What was the feeling when you got drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, huh? When you got the call? Tell me about that.
It was completely out of the blue. I met with maybe 15 teams total, and I did not meet with them at all, so I had no idea. And then the funny thing is the draft was in Boston, and being a local kid, I went into the draft, and when you get drafted, you put their jersey on and whatnot, so I had to walk around it was the Fleet Center at the time with a Canadiens jersey and was getting booed by the locals, and it was kind of funny. So it was a memorable day. That was good.
What are some of your memories of some of the players that you played with in Providence? Any names stick out?
Yeah, Patrice Bergeron. I think he was just turned 18 at the time. He had played the previous year in the NHL, and there was a lot of young studs in the American League. It was a lockout year, so every team's first line and basically second line were all NHL. Like Eric Stahl was in Lowell. It was a good league, but playing with some of those great players is pretty awesome. So. Yeah.
Well, good luck today. We're glad to have you. You are part of the Bruins family because you played in the system and you were part of the organization. And we're looking to get some points out of you today from the blue line.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Chris Dyment has been my guest. John Horrigan, joined by Bob Sweeney and his son Connor Sweeney. Talked to you so many times, I'm going to talk to this dude. Your debut with the Boston Bruins.
I think he's played one game before. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. That's right. Great. So, but you're a junior at UNH. Yeah. You went to Lawrence Academy, and dude, you're like put on a foot since the last time I seen you.
Yeah, just excited once again. Last time was really fun, and just looking forward to it.
Great, and you're gonna be on the line with the old man.
Yeah. Hopefully he can keep up. I don't know if he can, but maybe we'll put a couple back in the net. So
now, are you playing right now hockey, organized hockey with the university?
Yeah. So we just ended probably a couple of weeks ago. Lost in the first round of playoffs, but is what it is. So yeah.
It is. Okay, great. How about you, Dad? Pretty proud. We're getting younger. We're bringing in kids. It's going to be a good day today.
We need some young blood, so it'd be good to have some young legs. I think he's going to be playing with myself and Joey Mullen, so Joey and I will probably not be coming inside the blue line, and Connor can get down low, get us the puck. And hopefully we'll get it to Joey, and Joey does what he does best, fill the net.
That was a Boston College elitist. He's noticed that the UNH guys got to do all the digging out to get to the BC guys right out in front. A couple of things. First of all, you have your dad's alumni Winter Classic sweater on, so that's a pretty big honor there today. And you, I have to tell you, I got to salute you throughout all the years that I've been doing over the last 91 and a half years. You are one of the greatest face-off artists in the history of the alumni. You and Linsman are neck and neck, but you take pride in your draws, and it's a huge part of the game.
Well, it is a big part of the game, but I think a lot of these guys, Johnny, take it a little easy on us now. But face-offs, Kenny, I learned from Kenny. I played with Kenny, obviously, and saw what he put in, after practice, and kind of watched how he took face-offs. And, you try to get a little advantage and learn guys' tendencies, but it's a big part of the game, whether you're on the power play or penalty kill, you get puck possession. That's what the game's about.
And finally, Parent Club. I mean, if the teams you played on, 88 and 90 powerhouses, too early to compare them to the Bobby Orr teams and Phil teams of the early 70s. But I see a lot of, at the 83 team, you weren't on the Bruins then, which won the President's Trophy, but they just set the team record for victories in a season with a brand new coach. Nobody saw that coming.
No, I think it says a lot to the veteran leadership that they have in that locker room, and Jim Montgomery's come in. And he's done a great job, but I think, having guys like Patrice Bergeron, Brad Marchand, and David Krejci, I think that's three great leaders that he can rely on, and kudos to them, and we're looking forward to a great playoff run now.
Great. Bob Sweeney, Connor Sweeney, coach is here. He wants you guys to work on the special team, so you got to get on the ice. Thanks.
Thanks, Johnny.